Hi, this is Dr. A. Welcome to Corner of Dr. A, where psychology meets everyday life. Imagine this. You are walking through a crowded mall. Suddenly you hear someone call your name. You turn around, nobody's there. Or maybe your phone vibrated in your pocket, but when you checked, nothing. Or someone sends you a short text, okay. Immediately your mind says, they're mad at me. But aren't they? Or did your brain make a prediction before it knew the facts? Today, I want to share with you one of the most fascinating discoveries in modern neuroscience. Your brain is not just observing reality, it's constantly predicting it. Think of your brain as a fortune teller. Fortunately, it's an incredibly smart fortune teller. Unfortunately, it's not always right. So, most of us grow up believing our brain works like a camera. We all have a camera, but each of our lenses are different. The world happens, our eyes record it, our brain stores it, simple. But that's not what neuroscience suggests. Instead, your brain is doing something much more impressive. Before your eyes finish sending information, before your ears finish processing sounds, your brain is already making educated guesses about what's happening. Every second it asks, based on everything I have learned so far, what's most likely happening right now? So it's already thinking before everything, all the facts are there. Then it compares that prediction with information coming from your senses. Imagine watching a movie where the subtitle appears just a fraction of a second before the actor speaks. Your brain works a little like that. It always trying to stay one step ahead, not because it's impatient, because survival depends on it. So, why would our brain do that? Our brain is amazing. Although it makes up only about 2% of our body weight, do you know how much energy it uses? Roughly 20% of our energy. If your brain analyzed every sound, every face, every movement, every smell from scratch every second, you'd never react fast enough. Imagine driving. A child suddenly runs into the street. You don't calmly analyze the situation 3 seconds before moving your foot to the brake. Your brain has already predicted danger. So the prediction saves precious time. Predictions are one of the reasons humans survive. Have you ever looked at clouds and seen animals, or looked at the electrical outlet and noticed it looks like a surprised face? I know, most of you have. That's because the brain loves patterns. In psychology, we call this as Pareidolia, our tendency to perceive meaningful patterns where none actually exist. The brain would rather guess than leave a blank space. And honestly, most of the time, it's right. But sometimes it confidently guesses wrong. So, I already gave you some everyday life example at the beginning. Now let's talk about emotions. Here is where psychology becomes incredibly interesting. Your brain doesn't only predict sounds and sights, it predicts emotions, relationships, and safety. If you grew up with people who criticized you, your brain becomes very good at predicting criticism. If you have been betrayed, your brain becomes good at predicting betrayal. If you have experienced trauma, your nervous system becomes extremely good at predicting danger. That's exactly what it was designed to do. The problem is, sometimes those predictions continue long after the danger is gone. Imagine carrying an umbrella. Yes, my favorite example. Imagine carrying an umbrella every single day because one day, years ago, you got caught in a terrible storm. Eventually, the storm is over, but you are still carrying the umbrella, not because you are irrational, but your brain learned better safe than sorry. So, let's talk about something, same situation, different reality. Imagine two people walk into the exact same room. One grew up feeling accepted and valued, the other grew up expecting rejection. Someone across the room doesn't smile. The first person thinks, maybe they're having a rough day. The second person thinks, they don't like me. Same room, same person, same expression, different prediction, different reality. Neither person is lying. Their brain are interpreting the same information through completely different life experiences. So, can we change this? Here is the beautiful news. Your brain is constantly learning. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. Every new experience gives your brain another piece of evidence. Every healthy friendship, every relationship where you are respected, every boundary you successfully set, every time you face a fear and discover you are okay, your brain quietly updates its predictions. Not overnight, but gradually. Think about your phone software. If you never install updates, what happens? Eventually it starts making mistakes. Our brains work similarly. Therapy, healthy relationship, mindfulness, self-reflection, they're all ways to helping the brain install a better update. Therapy isn't about pretending everything is wonderful. It's about giving your brain enough new evidence that it finally says, maybe my old prediction isn't true anymore. So, the next time you find yourself thinking, people always reject me, something bad is about to happen, I know this conversation will end badly, pause for a second. Ask yourself, is this what's actually happening, or is this what my brain expects to happen? That one question creates space to become curious instead of certain, space to observe instead of react, space to choose a different response. So, your brain is one of the greatest prediction machine ever created. Most of the time, it serves you brilliantly. It helps you survive. It helps you move through life without having to analyze every tiny detail. But sometimes it uses yesterday's experiences to predict today's reality. And that's where growth begins, not by blaming your brain, not by fighting your thoughts, but by gently teaching your brain that today is not always the same as yesterday. Your past may have written the first draft of your predictions, but it does not have to write the final chapter. I'm Dr. A, and this is Corner of Dr. A, where psychology meets everyday life. If this video resonated with you, please like, comment, and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Until next time, take care of your mind. It shapes the world you experience. Thank you.